Welcome back to Hedman I Reval. This will be the fourth time we are sending our program. Today we will comment upon the situation in Ukraine as we have done in the previous broadcastings. The big question today is, of course, whether Russia will have to stop the operations in Ukraine due to their economic situation, or if Ukraine will have to give up due to a military failure. What we can see is that Russia is step by step moving forward in Ukraine, coming closer to conquering many of the cities. We must, however, know that the Russian economy on a global comparison is rather small compared to that of the United States or the European Union. Today we learned that Russia has asked China for support, and of course United States warned China for doing that. If so would be the case, it is of course logic that the Western world also includes China into the embargoes going on towards Russia at the moment. I, for my view, cannot see that China would do such a thing. I think for China, logically, the importance for their economy is much bigger, and therefore to have a problem with the United States and Europe would simply be too costly for China. Therefore, I expect China to be much more neutral in what they are doing towards the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Then the question concerning NATO is, of course, how long time can NATO continue and let this situation prevail? How many cities in Ukraine will have to be bombed before NATO finds it enough and stopped telling the Russians seriously to stop their operations? Well, we don't know that, and it remains to be seen. But I think that the pressure from citizens in Europe and United States will increase step by step. The more pictures we see of atrocities in Ukraine, the demand for action will increase, which of course will put President Biden and NATO in a very difficult position. When it comes to Sweden and Finland, I don't see that there is any bigger differences compared to a week before. It is my belief that Sweden and Finland will ask for membership in NATO. And I think that preparations for that is being underway behind the scene. Otherwise, the European countries are at the moment trying to help Ukraine as much as they can. And we see a lot of people being active in helping refugees from Ukraine. I also believe, which very few people have brought up, that we will see an increase of refugees coming from Russia. A lot of younger people are simply fed up with the lies and the disinformation coming out of Russia, and they are trying to escape to a better life in Europe or elsewhere. Therefore, we have to be ready for not only Ukrainian refugees, but also an increase of Russian refugees. Of course, due to the non-visa freedom with Russia, they can only come to Europe in case they have visas. But quite a lot of Russians have over the years acquired multiple entry visas and therefore have the possibility to travel to Europe. Well, that's all for this day, and see you next week again. Thank you.